Welcome to June, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Pride Month. The whole month of June is a celebration where we are going to be talking about the LGBTQ plus community and how Pride Month actually started with a commemoration of the Stonewall Rebellion. In order to keep this theme alive, the first thing to really keep in mind is that you want to make sure you yourself understand what the Pride idea is. So here we've attached an article that you can use to educate yourself so that you can get some ideas on the proper ways and terms and things like that that you can use. Second, you're going to want to be open, honest, have a positive attitude, let children lead the conversation, and follow up with open-ended questions for them. Third, consider yourself an ally. Be someone who children can confide in and come to about their identity. So again, we have a link here that will get you to a form about how to be a better ally. And then also there's ways to advocate for fair and just treatment of all people. There are a number of organizations that you can lend your support to and that have all different kinds of missions and historical backgrounds. So definitely check out the ways that you can advocate for these different groups and organizations. And 5, keep having the conversation. Just like all of the other months where we celebrate different prides and historical events and things of that nature, you don't want to just have a one and done conversation, right? You want to make sure that there's open opportunity for children to come to you or to, revisit later and just keep it fresh in their minds so that they know that they have a safe place to talk about and learn about new things and feel comfortable coming to adults if they have questions or concerns about themselves or those around them. So we're going to be sharing some web articles here and some different tips and tricks about how to celebrate and talk about LGBTQ plus rights with kids and some different fun little things you could be doing in your programs. So first, we're going to be talking about what the acronym stands for and what gender identity really is. So LGBTQ plus stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. The plus represents those who are not identified by those terms that are still very much part of the gay or queer community. Gender identity is a person's personal sense of their gender. It is closely related to their concept of self. And of course, there's traditionally been the male or female, and there has been an increasing amount of folks using non-binary terms, and specifically working on those pronouns, they, them, their, instead of he or she. So some program tools that you can use include a checklist for assessing how your program provides a welcoming environment to all families, resources working with families, learning how to partner with LGBTQ plus families to create welcoming and inclusive spaces. And there's a variety of books and topics that offer these inclusive book choices for the programs to utilize. So you can see what kind of books might appeal to your kiddos or your interests that might pertain to this topic and run with it. And then additionally, there's a number of Pride events. And of course, last year there was a delay due to the COVID-19 restrictions, but it looks like this year there's going to be a full tilt celebration with some, social distancing mindfulness occurring. But there will be a Seattle Pride in June, a Tacoma Pride in July, and another West Seattle Pride in June as well. And the flyers and event programs are here. But you can also do one in your own community if you're interested. So some arts and crafts. The rainbow is a very common theme image for the LGBTQ plus community. It represents that everybody is different. All colors of the rainbow are welcome. And so this is a fun little activity that even little kids can do, the tearing and then pasting. Following that little line ridge there. It's a sorting activity. You can make a whole learning enhancement with this activity as well, instead of it just being a cute piece of art. You can read books that educate and advocate, and there is a ton. So we've listed a resource here that you can reference. And then there's a number of organizations, local and national, that you can consider that provide resources for our local families and families nationwide. Now that's all for today. There's a lot of content and there's so much more. So please keep an eye on your email for all the great content we'll have coming to you this month, and happy Pride.